At the beginning of the film, we observe a girl sitting in front of a panel of doctors. They have to decide whether Adrian is ready to leave the asylum and get back into society. The girl's file indicates that she's obsessed with erotic fantasies, which she tries to bring into reality. The entire review of the case is conducted in complete silence, but Adrian manages to exchange meaningful glances with one doctor. After the panel, he has a conversation with Dr. Gills. Henry is convinced that the girl should be given a chance. The man offers to get her a job at a country club in Clifton. Dr. Gills agrees, but reminds her that just one misdemeanor and Adrian will be back in the asylum. The girl goes to her room to pack her things. One of the patients tries to steal Adrian's pictures and photos and then laughs, saying that Adrian will definitely return to the asylum. Henry decides to take the girl to Clifton and reminds her of the rules of behavior. Adrian is placed at the country club as an assistant. Soon the girl gets acquainted with her colleague named Joan. She tells her that she's working at the country club for the third summer and is making good money. While working, the girl hardly listens to Joan, as she is fascinated by observing the rich men frolicking in the water. Adrian learns that the queen of rich teenagers is a brunette named Brittany. The girl tells Joan with a smile that she will never have that kind of life. In the evening, Adrian meets his neighbor Wayne. The next day, working on the beach, the girl demonstrates to the rich men her knowledge of Greek mythology, answering that the goddess of hunting was Artemis, not Diana. Adrian meets a cute guy on the court. The girl likes Matt, however he is soon approached by Brittany, who tells him that they play together and have been in the club for 6 years. In the evening, Adrian, along with Joan, are serving drinks at a rather pretentious party. Henry notices his ward and smiles encouragingly at her. Meanwhile, on the beach, Bobby decides to kiss a girl he likes. However, Kelly pulls the guy away, because what happened last summer is in the past, and they shouldn't get close. During dinner, Adrian receives new instructions. The ice machine is broken, and the girl needs to fetch some more urgently. Adrian goes on an errand, unaware that she's being followed. Brittany takes off her shoes and goes to the pool. Adrian, who has gained ice, goes down the stairs and notices the expensive shoes. Looking into the pool, the girl notices Brittany and helps her to recover. The rich girl comes in Adrian's room and puts on her clothes. Brittany also helps the girl avoid being reprimanded by her boss. Later, Adrian is about to take the lift, however, 2 guys disconnected. Matt hears their jokes and decides to help the girl out. The guy also mentions that the club is always not very fond of newcomers. In the lift, the couple is noticed by Brittany, who wants to know the details of the meeting. Left alone with Adrian, the girl invites her to a beach party. The girl cannot refuse Brittany. Increased attention to Adrian angers Kelly, who doesn't understand why her friend communicates with the maid. In the evening, the girl goes to Brittany's party, where she is immediately noticed by Bob. Joan, who works behind the bar, is dissatisfied that her colleague has become the guest of rich kids. During the game, Kelly insults Adrian, and she decides to leave. Brittany catches up with the girl and apologizes for her friend's behavior. Walking with Adrian, the girl says that she reminds her of her sister, who left a long time ago. The next day, Henry tries to talk to the ward. However, the girl runs off with Brittany. The girls get identical pedicures to be like sisters. After the procedures, the friends decide to play golf. Adrian is pretty good at it, however not always. Tom decides to help the girl and puts her in the right stance. Brittany observes their interaction with mild annoyance. During the game, the ball flies into the bushes and Kelly hesitates, saying she won't go there. Adrian wants to pick up the ball herself, but Brittany also says they can just get another one. At home, the rich girl says she's been begging Tom to work out with her for months, and her new friend got the advice effortlessly. Also, Brittany says she knows about the girl's treatment. She asks Adrian not to hide anything else from her. In the evening, Brittany invites her friend hastily and gives her a beautiful dress. Adrian goes to her friend's room to get music discs and struggles with hiccups. The girl is helped by Tom, who then kisses her. Adrian enjoys it at first, however, then pushes the guy away. Through the balcony, Brittany enters the room and looks at the offended Tom. The next day, the girl apologizes to Adrian for inviting Tom, who behaved like that. The girl hugs Brittany and tells her it's okay. Soon, Kelly approaches Adrian. The girl tries to warn Adrian about Brittany since she's just playing. This conversation is being closely monitored by someone. Adrian doesn't listen to the girl's advice and says she'll figure out who's her friend and who isn't without help. Afterwards, someone unscrews the fasteners on Kelly's moped. In the evening, Brittany picks up her new friend and suggests they go to a party. On the way, Adrian notices her friend's ring and learns that it belonged to her mother. While the girls are having fun at a party, Kelly decides to ride a moped and gets into an accident. When the girls return, they see an ambulance and a yellow moped. The policeman reassures Brittany that Kelly is alive, but she needs to be taken to the hospital. The next day, Adrian wipes down the club photo and talks to Bob. The guy tells her that she looks a lot like Sandra, Brittany's sister, who was more popular than her. Also, Sandra used to date Matt. The guy was very sad when the girl suddenly decided to leave. Also, Bob tells that Kelly will be fine, as she only hurt her leg. While working, Adrian accidentally hears someone else's conversation. The girl understands that it was Brittany who encouraged Tom to flirt with her, and even try to spend the night with her. Adrian decides to take extreme measures. The girl invites Matt for a walk and asks him about Sandra. The guy mentions that the girl left very suddenly, but still sends postcards. Adrian and her companion's walk is noticed by Brittany. In the evening, the girl gives Adrian an interrogation. Brittany doesn't advise flirting with Matt because it is fraught with consequences. Adrian responds by reminding him that Tom's accident was Brittany's fault, and they are even. The next day, Henry is surprised to see Brittany at the hospital. The girl lies that she decided to help at the hospital, but actually sneaks into the office to examine Adrian's personnel file. Meanwhile, the girl herself talks to Joan and says that if she is fired, she will be taken back to the clinic. Adrian reveals that she had problems at school and went to a psychologist. Gradually, the girl had fantasies about a man, and then she realized them. Adrian actually believed her fantasy was real. When the doctor rejected her, the girl started hitting his car with a golf club. Adrian doesn't remember these events well, and only in the hospital she realized that their relationship was a fantasy. Soon, Kelly returns to the club. The girl tells that Sandra constantly insulted her sister. She took her mother's ring away from Brittany, and her father ordered a copy for Bree as a sign of comfort. Adrian is amazed at what she learns from Kelly. Soon, Brittany visits her friend's doctor and seduces him. Upon returning to the club, Brittany goes to the beach, where Kelly sits sadly. The girl offers to chat and take a boat ride. Brittany suddenly confesses her sympathy for the girl and kisses her. Kelly doesn't resist, but soon finds herself in the water. Brittany says she is punishing the girl for almost giving away their secret. After that, she swims away, leaving Kelly to drown. During the funeral, Adrian looks at his ex-friend with suspicion. The girl soon runs into her neighbor Wayne again. The guy shows Adrian his room and his collection of belongings. Wayne pays special attention to a dainty shoe he found on the golf course a couple of years ago. Adrian picks it up, looks at the portrait, and realizes that the exact same shoes were worn by Sandra. Soon the girl decides to take a desperate step. Adrian breaks into Brittany's house and looks through her sister's belongings. The girl escapes on a bicycle, but the owner of the house manages to notice her. Brittany decides to take revenge. She locks Adrian in one of the rooms and invites Henry into the neighboring room. Brittany destroys the doctor with a golf club. The police and the others decide that the terrible act was committed by Adrian, as she has attacked a man similarly before. The girl learns that Dr. Henry's footprints were found on her dress. Sandra realizes that Brittany has set this up too. Soon, the girl receives a visit from Bob. The guy says he found Brittany's lip gloss on Kelly's yacht. Bob believes that she is the one responsible for Kelly's death. Adrian completes the picture by saying that Brittany also took the life of her sister, Sandra. In the belongings, the girl found blank postcards from different countries. Brittany sends them out to everyone on her sister's behalf. Adrian decides to prove Brittany's guilt. With the help of pills, which she didn't take, the girl puts her doctor to sleep and, having changed into her clothes, leaves the hospital. Bob, meanwhile, stealthily steals Brittany's ring. At the prom, Adrian scares the girl by dressing up as her sister. Bob retrieves the precious ring, and incognito gives it to Brittany. This really freaks the girl out. Brittany runs to the place on the golf course where she buried her sister. Adrian finds her there. However, Brittany, armed with a shovel, attacks the girl and drives her into the laundry room. Brittany reveals that her sister has always hated her. However, when she started taking lessons from Tom, Sandra just went freaking out. The girl attacked Brittany on the stairs. She only pushed Sandra away, but she fell and died. Kelly helped Brittany to bury her sister and keep everything a secret. The girls struggle in the dark laundry room, constantly bumping into various sharp objects. Brittany keeps her composure and longs only to eliminate her rival. The fight continues outside. Brittany pushes the girl into the pool and drowns her. When the crowd arrives, Brittany lies that she's just a victim. However, Bob tells everyone that the girl has massacred Kelly, Dr. Henry, her sister, and now has attacked Adrian as well. After that, Brittany ends up in a treatment center. Adrian, on the other hand, along with Joan, finishes the working season and is about to start a new life. This is the end of the film. Thank you all for watching this video to the end. Give this video a like. Write in the comments what you think about this film, and see you in new videos.